black people.
Hey, this is Web Suspect, and I guess I'm going to do a podcast today, but I don't know which one it is because I actually stopped doing them 3-4 years ago, and I had a bunch of them up on Podomatic. I guess it's like 20 something, but Cynthia McKinney posted today, did they really do it? Congress threatens to investigate why 30 SEAL Team 6 members are dead after that group killed Osama bin Laden. Think they'll do anything real? Is there a Senator Frank Church among the 100 of them? She's referring to the Senator Church hearings in the 70s. And the CIA, I posted, I think honestly they're on the trail to get Obama impeached by 2015. Jimmy Jimmo writes, it's on the cards, Bill, the Illuminati cards. And I wrote, what card? Dirty newspaper lining, discard a card. You don't want to just, before you take a new card or discard a card, pick a new card from the deck. So I thought I'd do a quick search. And for those who don't know about the Illuminati cards, they came out in the 90s. Ajax Loans has talked about him on his show. So I have that queued. And let's have a listen.
That could set off.
By the way, if we have new listeners, the guy that came up with the Illuminati cards in the early 90s has basically everything that's happened in the cards. And it's really creepy. We've done special reports on that. And he lives in Austin. And I know we called like a year ago to get him on. They said, well, he's out of town for a month, but call back then. I want to get that guy on. I absolutely want to get the maker of the Illuminati cards. He has a video game company here in Austin. I want to, yeah, we'll go after him. I want him. Or I want to go over to his office and bang on the door and demand to talk to him. I mean, he lives here in Austin, and I've had enough of this. He's coming on, or we're going over there. I'm sorry, man. Go ahead. I just wanted to fill in what you were talking about for new listeners.
Ajax Loans has said before in the past that he's got a big house, and Halloween they all used to go over there for Halloween, and he'd hand out candies and have his house all decorated for Halloween. But last night somebody posted about this card game. A full trading card game starter pack deck sealed in the box is on eBay, $899. Check it out. Some of the other pieces, full set of all 149 cards, $399. Illuminati New World Order trading card game, $299. So check this out here. I went and searched the card that they're talking about. It's called Backlash. I'm looking for the biggest picture of it. I guess it's the first one. And the card says, this card may be played at any time. It requires an action by some group with at least one alignment in common with a target other than fanatic. Any one change in the target's alignment, power, or resistance due to a plot card is undone and returns to its original value. Removes the link and discard the plot card. This does not affect changes made by a New World Order card. See here, a guy in a suit, and he's not black, but he's kind of half black, and he's got rotten fruit thrown on the wall around him. Another card of the same guy looks similar. Teflon coating. Play this card when a personality is attacked and the enemy media groups are involved. All media attacks announced so far are canceled, and no other media groups may aid the attacks. Here's the one people have been talking about in the past. Terrorist nuke shows the Twin Towers exploding. This was all made in 1990s before the 2001 9/11 attack. People talk about this one, Secret Masters of Fandom, a lot. They say that the one on the right kind of looks like Ron Paul. There's one that people said looks like the Aurora movie theater. There's the Aurora movie theater on the left. the card on the tack on the right, Al Marja. Here's one, bunch of them. I'm just kind of scrolling through them. People say that these are cards that have been played. Here's one talking about the card I was talking about, comparing the Obama with the backlash card. A lot of people are saying this is looks like Trayvon Martin's father. The card is Fraternal Orders, and his father is in one of these Freemason groups. Some people say this one looks like Ajax Loans, who's also on the SMOF card. It's called Agent in Place, is the name of the card. Here's one of the Pentagon being attacked. The card is called Pentagon. And the other one I mentioned next to it, Terrorist Nuke. Supposedly within a year or two ago, the the Secret Service talked to this guy, because it's a lot of cards coming up. But my thought is, I don't think they could have planned this all out 15 years ago. I mean, it's pretty unlikely. But we used to have a Ouija board in the attic. I found it one day and I threw it out, and then a couple weeks later the Ouija puck showed up and I threw that out too. But it just showed up in the house when we bought the house. I thought maybe it was in the attic when we bought the house, but I just didn't want it in the house, so I got rid of it. Nobody in the house would get rid of it, even though I got other Christians living at home. I would never buy this game if I came across it at a flea market or something. I don't think I would. I hope I don't know. Here's one. This could be the Adam Kokesh card. I never seen this one before. International Communist Conspiracy. That one's got John Lennon on it. Scrolling. Here's a Elders of Zion card. Zionist card. Saw this one the other day. Nuclear accident. Fukushima. We've had 2 cracked reactor cores in the United States. I'll just scroll up through them quickly. Unmasked. A lot of these people are saying these could be the Mark Dice cards or whatever, where there's people working for the system, but they have like a assumed identity. This is the card that the lady was talking about when she called in, with Big Ben getting blown up. Well, that's interesting. I mean, it was all in response to a post Cynthia McKinney made. If you haven't been following up on the 30 SEALs that were killed after the bin Laden attacks, there was most of the members of SEAL Team 6 were killed after the bin Laden attack, and there was a lot of intel coming out of the CIA and other sources, even in '91, that Osama bin Laden was on kidney dialysis. He had a failed kidney, and they said he wouldn't have access to medical care, in Afghanistan. And so a lot of people just said he had died and he had been dead. And, they're saying that the whole thing about SEAL Team 6 getting Osama bin Laden last year was a hoax, which I believe it probably was, but I haven't been talking about it much. And that's why that SEAL Team 6, the 30 members of SEAL Team 6 just didn't die. They were conveniently had an accident. So the news is all over today. It was even on the little news screen at the bank that Congress is going to do an investigation, because people know that all these conspiracies with the Obama administration, they're done. Most likely with the Benghazi, because there's been so many conspiracies since Obama's gotten in office that there's really just no way to relieve ourselves of this dilemma other than to bring it out in hearings. So even Cynthia McKinney, she's black, you know, has questions about it. She's a former congresswoman.